Hello, everyone. On today's IRS Tax Refund update, we'll recap the latest, including an update on this tax filing season and where things remain with the tax return backlog and refunds. We also have an update on amended tax returns, so we'll take a look at that as well, and also take a closer look at one of the problems causing refund delays this year and the impact it has on those, even if they're not affected by this particular issue. Now, recapping where things currently stand, as the IRS has processed over 98% of all tax returns filed this year, which puts them ahead of where they were at this point last year and the year before. However, there are now 4.3 million unprocessed tax returns remaining, many of which are owed refunds, which is a cause of some concern. In addition, there are also 1.3 million unprocessed employer tax returns and 938,000 unprocessed amended employer tax returns remaining, and that is important to some of you waiting on your tax refunds because the IRS needs to match your tax returns versus what your employer has submitted in terms of wages. Turning to amended returns, as the backlog of unprocessed amended returns has now increased to nearly 1.5 million. Now, that is up by over 500,000 since our last update, and the IRS currently indicates processing times for amended returns could be more than 5 months. It should also be noted a number of those who filed an amended return last year waited over 1 year for theirs to be processed and refund issued as a result. However, we are seeing progress this year compared to last year and should see shorter wait times. Amended returns are generally processed at a much slower rate than regular individual returns as they require additional review. Now, the IRS has finally started to allow electronic filings of amended returns, making progress in 2022 on the topic, as it said previously, all amended returns had to be filed by paper, which can lead to the most significant delays experienced by someone filing. For those taxpayers who have their tax returns sent to the heirs department, also called heir resolution, for further review, it should be noted it could take more than 4 months to resolve the issue in question, and that it could also vary depending on your response time to the IRS in the event documentation was requested by them to continue the processing of your tax return. Now, we have further information on the issue that is causing ongoing refund delays and caused significant refund delays for many last year, which was ID verification. Now, we have new information that shows over 76,000 fraudulent tax returns were filed last year, with the IRS stopping a majority of those and preventing over $800 million in refunds from being issued. Now, this is important for those waiting for refunds, even if it's not due to ID verification, and that is because it's taking away resources from the processing of your tax returns. Furthermore, as a result of the massive amount of fraudulent returns filed last year, the IRS this year is now using additional filters to identify these fraudulent tax returns, and as a result, we can be seeing additional amounts of legitimate tax returns being held, which would force the taxpayer in question to verify their identity before processing can continue. All impacted taxpayers are supposed to receive the 5071C notice from the IRS, as seen here on the left, as a result. Finally, one area of improvement we've seen this year compared to last year is the IRS main phone line system. Last year proved to be extremely difficult to reach the IRS by phone, resulting in assistance for only 19% of those who reached out. And this year, 3.4 million calls have been answered, which puts the assistance rate at over 80%, and the estimated response time of 5 minutes compared to 24 minutes last year. So this report is definitely consistent from what we're hearing from our viewers. Finally, we would ask our subscribers to take a moment and subscribe to our sister channel, Defunct History, which covers the topics from the past such as stores, restaurants, brands, and other things that no longer exist or have changed. Even though it is a much different type of channel, we would very much appreciate your help on this, and we will put a link to the channel in the description box below. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax refund issue. In the meantime, we'll keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.